Alright, good morning everybody. They actually gave me today off since I worked last Sunday. So, what I have here, these are just scraps of stuff, okay? I'll show you that in a minute. But this is a sheet of Strathmore's art paper in assorted colors. And I had bought this back when I was homeschooling my son for an art class that I signed him up with an artist, and these are the papers he never used. So what I'm going to do with them is I am going to create texture in this video and get started on, there's two challenges out for 4x6 and or 2.5 by 3.5 ATC cards. When I do ATCs, I don't do individual ones. I do a series. And so they may look similar because I'm doing the background all at once and then cutting them out. But then you can individualize them afterwards. So they will have a similar background, but they can end up looking totally different. So it's nice to buy those little cards and all and do them small, but you don't have to, and you can do a series. That way, if you want to participate in a swap with multiple people, you can turn out 6 or more ATCs in very little time and make it more enjoyable and quicker so that you can participate in more swaps that way. See if I can get the Modge Podge open. Of course, somebody's texting me now in the other room. And this Modge Podge is sealed tight. Let's see if I can get the antiquing Modge Podge open a little better. Yeah, this is just the one that gives it an antique look, which will be fine for this. We're gonna layer things on here. And I will tell y'all, if you get the antiquing, be prepared for a different odor than you get from regular Modge Podge. It's got a little bit of a funky odor. Okay, first I'm going to start off with a napkin, and what I've done is I've divided this napkin in half. And I save the back part because you can get a bunch of different stamps and stamp all over this and turn this into another napkin that's very unique, made only by you. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to tear this napkin up. I don't care which way I tear it or how big the pieces are. I just want to be able to spread this color around, which may or may not matter after I get layers going. So this one was actually a 3-ply napkin, so I got to get that off from there now. I didn't realize that. You know, some napkins have even more layers, and I don't want that on there. Sorry about that. But now I feel like I've wasted that tissue, but that's okay. It'll be all right. It'll be all right. Okay, that one I've already gotten it off from. That one. All right. The only thing about the napkin is you might, if it has a direction to it, you might want to make sure you're creating your background so everything goes in the right direction. Like I might put that at that end and put this over here on this end. You just want to spread it out a bit. Because remember, it doesn't matter actually where it ends up because you're going to be chopping this all up anyway. Got a little something there, but that's all right. All right. All right, so now let's apply these down here. And if you go off the edge, that's okay. Just keep in mind this is tissue paper, and if you get too rough with it, it's going to tear. And I don't worry about if it's wrinkled or not, because that just adds to the texture. Okay. And all I'm doing is the texture layer on this video, because it would be a mile long if I tried to do it all at once. Oh, and I want to tell Karen congratulations on the new house. So, you know, probably tomorrow you'll get your first mail there from me. And I hope you will enjoy the goodies that I've sent you to welcome you to your new home and your new craft space. I know it might take you a while to get set up, and be careful about trying to do too much. Boy, when I moved in this house here, I wanted it all done, all of it, in 2 weeks. And I about killed myself, and I got very sick afterwards, so be very careful. Okay? We don't want you getting sick because you got a new house. I'm making a mess. I'll have to clean the top of this Modge Podge because I don't want it to go on lockdown like that other bottle is. That other bottle's about empty. So that might have a lot to do with that as well. Oh, I didn't notice that's got a cute little elephant on it. Must be that company's brand name. And I have my heat gun here, and I would use it to speed things up just a little bit, but it's kind of loud. So we're going to go with it, and then I'll stop it after I've got everything on here that I think I'm going to use, and then we'll come back. And if it needs some more texture, you know, after I've used everything I've got here, we'll do another video and add a little bit more. So there's that. Probably should have done 2 napkins. I didn't know I didn't have very much on this, but it's all right. It'll just add to the fact that I'm going to tear this one in half. I'll have a very different look from one to another. Tesla cat's over there in the corner by the vent watching me. I'm sitting on the floor. I'm out here in what used to be our den, which is in the middle of a remodel. So I'm just out here sitting on the floor because this happens to be where all my paints and that kind of stuff does. You know, I actually need to take over the bonus room that's basically a junk room, and I just need to take it over. It's all mine. Just tell Scott, sorry, you can't even have half the room. It's all mine. That would give me a 2-car garage plus some space on top of that. Well, doesn't that sound good? Don't I need that? I need that room. All right, then I went in and I've got like these halves of hearts that I thought I was going to do something with, and I never did. So I'm going to put a half a heart, have half a heart on this side. We'll stick that down. Overlapping, as we're going to be creating some depth here. I think I cut these hearts in half for some Valentines, and then I never did anything with them. So I'll stick them. Let's see, let's put this one this way. Oh, there's another one on top of it. Is there another one there? No. Okay. Sorry about that. Got the heart excitement there for a minute. There we go. We'll stick that one down. We'll stick one here. And the paper will get all weird and all that, but it'll be all right in the end, believe me. I don't want to cover that cute little elephant up. Okay, let's see, we've got some more here. I don't know why I cut so many of these in half. Maybe that's just a single. Would that be right? I don't know. I'll put this one down here. Spread them out a little bit. And I'm working on a piece of tissue that they wrapped something. See, that does have a second one on there. I knew it. Just had to get it a little wet and then it falls apart. Uh-oh. Now see, I got a little rough. Tore that one apart. It's all right. We'll just add some texture somewhere else. There we go. It'll be all right. Have no worries. And then the last one I'll stick up here. It's already got some glue on it. And I put it down backwards. Not gonna worry about it. Just gonna keep going. See, that one's tearing apart too. It's all right. How about we come in here and just add a little bit of more glue where it's dry, and we'll just plop the big guy down. And you can see how it changes the color of the doilies, this antiquing Mod Podge. And I've got probably 6 or 7 more of those big ones like that, but I can't. There we go. I think I got another single apart. So I'll just kind of put that, maybe going off the page a little bit. Let's just go ahead and tear this one. Okay. And that way I can put some up here on the back end down here. I'm just gotta wet the rest of this with some Modge Podge and lay that one down. Like so. You probably think I'm crazy doing it like this, but it will look fine when I'm done. I'm gonna put this other half down here. Just got to be careful. I'm starting to glue to my tissue, my scrap paper I've got here. See, I'm not even carrying it. I'm covering that up. Just creating layers here, peoples. It doesn't appear to have any stuff on the back of it. I actually could do this straight on this old linoleum floor, but yeah, that's something that happened to us during the American Recession, is we had just started a remodel. I was making about $2,000 a month, and Scott was making about $4,000 a month, and now we're living on about a third of that now. So thank you, recession. But we're still in a better place, and the remodeling will eventually get done. All right, now I do have a little heart or two here that's small. Just going to plop that on there. And put one up here too. Now if you wanted, you could come in with a different napkin even. You know? Now that you've put some doily down, if you wanted to, you could bring a different napkin in. Or if you had stamped images on that white piece that I pulled off, you'd have that. All right, let's see if I'm sticking really bad. Yeah, a little bit. Alright, so we've got this going so far. Now I'm going to bring in some of this wild stuff. And don't worry that it's all got paint on it already. And this was actually part of another background that I had done. And I'd use this as a stencil. I might tear this in half so I can have half down on this end of it. This is coming up a little bit, not wet enough here for this to hold down. Just gonna plop this on here. Uh-oh. That's the bad thing about the intricate stuff. Sometimes it catches. We might even change the entire color of it, you know, before I'm done with it. And it looks messy right now, but believe me, it'll be all right. Come on, stick down. And it is just paper, right, Amy? It's just paper. All right. So I think I'm going to let this dry as it is right now. And we'll come back, okay? So I'm going to break this up into just short videos, and I'll just label them part 1, part 2, so that you don't get totally bored with me. I won't even try to, you know, put them together at this point. So thanks for watching. Bye-bye.